I want to make this quick message real quick about deceiving spirits, mainly in mega churches, but any church that is apostate can apply to this, but mainly mega churches. We need to be very careful with what we think is the Holy Spirit and what is not the Holy Spirit or the Spirit of God. There was a video I saw, something about exposing an apostate church. I think it was Bethel, or it was some church, and when they were doing this touching prayer or whatever it was, and then the pastor lady said something, was praying a prayer, and then they said like legacy like 3 or more different times, and in the corner or the bottom corner of this video, there's this young man, probably looking like my age, or probably 25 or something. Like, he looked about an average height or something like that, but that's besides the point. He was shaking, kind of rolling around, and everyone else was just just praying or whatever, or just moving around like their hands in the air, or not hands in the air, but they were just like had their hands, like both their hands and arms halfway, and they were just like praying and all that stuff. And I just thought to myself, that's not the Holy Spirit trying to drive out a demon, or the Holy Spirit entering into them, as some may think. And there was a music video that I used to listen to. It's a worldly song, but sometimes they very little add any, like, they add Christian narratives to it, but just because it has a Christian narrative or religious narrative, like, towards Christian, like God, does not make it Christian. And they have like this like a pastor guy or a holy guy touching these guys or touching these people, and they're just violently shaking, or they're jumping and this and that, and some can say this is the Holy Spirit this is the joy of the Lord, this is the Holy Spirit. No, it is not. The Holy Spirit does not work in a worldly, fleshly manner that makes you jump around and run around the room, makes you want to strip half naked, or just do anything that's like fleshly excitement. The Holy Spirit has nothing to do with that. What is of the flesh stays the flesh. What is of the of the Spirit is of the Spirit. And our flesh must perish, not physically, like us dying physically, like dead, but our fleshly desires must die so that the Holy Spirit may work in us, so that our flesh may do the acts of God. Now, I'm not saying go and do things in the flesh and just sin or do this or that. That's not what I'm saying. The point that I'm making in this video is that the Holy Spirit is full of peace, not full of flesh and vanity of where we're jumping around in excitement like, oh, I'm filled with the Holy Spirit. No, the Holy Spirit does not work that way. The Holy Spirit is what the name is, the Spirit. And then we have to put away our fleshly desires that are evil and wicked, which is for the most part, and we need to do the few things that our flesh can do that's glorifying to Jesus and to God and the Holy Spirit. It's better that we do less things that are flesh and do more things that are of the Spirit, so that we can lead others to Christ. I just warn you guys, just be very, very careful that you do not lead yourself into ungodliness that will lead you away and astray. Because no one will inherit the kingdom of heaven if we're jumping around like goofballs and just thinking that going to a church is going to save us. It will not save us. Jesus saves us. May Jesus bless your day.